Welcome back to what Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is a 212A, it's the Tier 9 Soviet SPG. It's located on the west spawn of Studzianki and it's under the command of me. This is one of my replays and I'm in the 212. Armed with the B4 howitzer, the 203mm howitzer with a 30.54 second reload. Anyway, the game started and I've demolished the camp, as I try to do each battle if I can, because that camp can actually be used by the enemy against us. Well, headed off down to the south end of the map, because from there I can get good angles on the enemy at the power plant. Okay. Realised that I shouldn't have knocked over those logs actually, because it does give a clue as to my location if the enemy was looking. The 212 is an Arty that was designed on the basis of the KV220, but it never got built because they were just too busy with other projects at the time, so it was shelved and eventually cancelled. But because it's an enclosed cockpit, it can carry vents, and vents means you get extra performance out of the crew. So with the Brothers in Arms crew, which I do have in this one, and the vents, and well, vent purging I think I've got on this one as well, which means I get more performance out of it. Okay, Progetto up in the wood, rounds out on him. Long time for the shell to get there, and yes, I actually did get a hit, but you didn't see the tracer because I think there was a mod fault at the time, meaning I didn't see what the tracers were doing, but I could aim in the general direction of the target and just wouldn't see where the shot was falling. Okay. Going after the other Progetto, there was two of them. Lost sight of him temporarily, but I'm anticipating he's going up to the wood. There he is. He pulls back down, but is he going to pull back up again? He's being very canny, being very cautious indeed. I fire the round at that spot thinking he's going to turn and come back up, and we don't see any result. No shell crater or anything. But the shell did have travel in that direction. Okay, we've got some heavies now, and it looks like they're shooting south at our guys down by the church. And so I'm decided that now I'm going to apply my pressure against these guys. Almost ready to shoot. I've keyed up the premium rounds for the next shots. Rounds out on that Emil. It lands, well, slightly off to the right. Have another quick look up by the wood, and now see a T-62A who's remaining remarkably stationary, which might not be a good idea for him. If he stays stationary like that, I can probably nail him. Oh no, don't need to, somebody else has got there before me. Now I'm trying to work out where the other Progetto's gone. There he is. This one's turning to face our guys. He's around about there. Again, no tracer, no crater. That's the mod fault, I'm afraid. In fact, it got so bad my computer was crashing on a regular basis on certain tiers. Going after the Emil 2. It's my next shot. Okay, waiting for the load to go in. It's a very long time for the load. Premium round. Rounds out. And unfortunately misses the target altogether, but it does stun him. So I did get something out of it. Luckily I didn't stun my own teammate in the 60 TP. So I got bad RNG on that shot. But I'm going to keep firing those premium rounds in. The premium rounds got a slightly bigger footprint. They've got 12.4 meters radius, whereas the other ones have only got 10.9, so that's quite a big difference. That round we saw the tracer and it actually hit the 60 TP and splashed the Emil, but I didn't see how much damage it actually did overall. I think it was quite a lot of damage against the 60 TP on this occasion. Ooh, our 277 goes down though, taken out by the GW Tiger. So the enemy RT is doing exactly the same as I am. Okay, rounds out on that corner. And that lands near where the Emil was, but he did pull back. And those Progettos up in the north in the wood have actually killed our tanks up there and wiped them out. So, yeah, unfortunate they've now got the wood. But we have got a tank that's facing off against them, a 60 TP, and hopefully he'll be able to do something about it. Okay, I'm loaded, but I can't see the target, so best not to shoot in until I can. Has gone rather quiet. Oh, there's that 60 the 40 Progetto rather. And I'm trying to dial in on his position. He's using that wreck for cover. So I fire at the wreck, and it wipes him out. So he's out of the game. Made a bit of an unwise decision there. If you use a wreck, you are fixing your position around that wreck, and that means you are vulnerable to Arty fire. Okay, now I'm aiming at the 60 TP, trying to put the shell between the 60 TP and the Emil 2. Selected the Emil. Go back to the 60 TP. I'm going to go for that guy because the T110E5 is fairly close to him. And the E5 goes out and I get 155 off the 60 TP. So I did get a double hit there. Just keep piling on the pressure. Keep the shells going in. And there's something I do which I think most of you have noticed. I always signal my reload state after I fire, just after I fire, to let people know what interval they've got before another shell's coming out. Rounds out in the 60 TP. And, oh, double bubble there again. I hit 60 TP for the direct hit. And the Emil took the splash. And that was the last of my premium rounds, I think. So it's going to be standard rounds from now on in. Marking the 60 TP, and I think my team in the south are appreciating this because those tanks up north have actually been doing quite a lot of damage against our guys. 60 TP's got 2 kills already, and that one hit the 60 TP direct. I don't think the Emil was touched by that, but the 60 TP must have taken the full force of that explosion because there was no detonation, no splash scene. Emil 2 coming into sight again. I've marked the spot where I think the 60 TP is, and I fire the round in and I kill the 60 TP with this one and damage the Emil. So again, I'm getting double shots. I think the 60 TP on our side is fairly happy, but he's in a fairly vulnerable position because that's where the 277 wreck is. So that's where the enemy Arty's fired in before. And the Emil's been killed, so there's only 4 enemies remaining. There's the T30. He's badly damaged. I decided instead to go for the Strib because Stribs have to stay stationary as they shoot. And, well, going for the T30. Rounds out, and that was the near miss for 309. We didn't see the shell again due to this mod error, and so we splashed him. See that Progetto's up in the north, but I think the Charioteer's got him in hand. Lining up another shot. The T30's down. The Progetto's being killed by the Charioteer. And that means there's only one enemy left, a Waffenträger Alpha Panzer IV, and I think he's in this area. Not certain, but I think he is. That's why our guys haven't seen him. There he is. Line him up, rounds out. And yeah, I got the kill right at the end as well. That's a kill steal from the Barask. Okay, so end of battle. Let's have a look and see how I managed to get on in this one. Well, it's a first class tank for general disturbance in the 212A. I managed to get a fighter badge for getting at least 4 kills. I did get 4. A bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. I got 17. And I also managed to get a Gore's medal for doing more damage, exceeding 8 times the hit points of my own vehicle. And my win rate from the game was 5,985, which is super Unicum standard. Let's have a look at team scores. I did actually do the highest damage in the game. No high caliber though. 4,255 hit points of damage in that one. And 3,343 goes to the 60 TP. He managed to pick up a steel wall. When it came to kills, again, I got the highest number of kills, 4. Next highest scorers only had 2 each, half that number. And when it came to base XP, actually, I was a little further down. The Barask managed 1,141. And 1,067 went to the 60 TP, and 1,050 went to myself. And the Barask, I think, got that because he was tier 8 in a tier 9 battle, and therefore, or was it tier 10 battle? Sorry. So obviously he was lower tier, and he was earning more XP from every bit of damage he did. So I don't feel bad about kill stealing that last enemy, because after all, he was the same, or I was a higher tier than the Barask, and the Barask had benefited from the highest base XP. I fired 14 rounds, got 4 direct hits, no penetrations, but 22 splash. So I obviously splashed a lot more tanks than I actually fired shots. 4,255 hit points of damage, all of it done at more than 300 meters. Damaged 7 of the enemy, killed 4, and did 1,140 hit points of stun assist off 17 stuns. On a premium count, I earned 53,240 credits, got 26,620 from personal reserves, total 79,859. And after ammunition respawn, remember I fired a fair amount of premium ammo, 6 rounds of premium ammo, I still came away with a profit of 20,399 credits, and I got 5 bonds for the awards. I got 1,575 XP, times 2 for the first victory, 787 from personal reserves, took away 3,937 experience points altogether. And I think actually it was the sheer fact that I kept punching those shells into that area where the heavy tanks were at the power plant actually made a big difference to the guys in the south, because those guys were firing south at our guys, and when they kept getting hit and stunned, it sort of like took their game away from them, because they couldn't reload as fast to hit our guys. So it was a great benefit to our guys in the south. If you enjoyed that replay, please give this video a like and do subscribe to our channel, please, and thank you for watching.